Indie progressive rock, chiptune, and jazz. What do these things have in common? Barely anything. But somehow Achime, an indie rock band from South Korea, made these three genres that in theory wouldn't work together into something genuinely amazing. Let's rewind the clock back a decade to 2012, the year of Gangnam Style, LMFAO's Sorry for Party Rocking, and this. Amidst all this, on the 6th of September, Achime released their sophomore album, Overcome, that in my opinion is the funnest rock album I've ever heard. Before listening to this project, I had already heard their debut, Hunch. It's a very raw and upbeat indie rock album with occasional dips into the realms of math rock and folk, and it also has a ton of bangers. For example, the track Pathetic Sight has basically become my go-to track to listen to when walking home from school. So yeah, when I decided to lay down and listen to this project, I did not expect to hear chiptune or anything to do with electronic music, because not only do I never hear that mix of genres very often, unless we're talking about Game Over by Falling in Reverse.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
But yeah, as I said before, it's also because Hunch has a very raw sound. I might not be right, but to me it sounds like the only thing digital happening throughout that album was the microphones recording the instruments. The opening track, Villain, is the biggest fake out. It welcomes you with the warm sound of smooth folk pop guided by the calming vocals of the band's frontman, Kwon Sun-wook. And just as you're setting into the comforting familiarity of the song, it completely pulls the rug from under your feet. As the last note of Villain lingers, the track begins to reverse, ushering you into the title track, Overcome. And from the get-go, I can already hear those bright chiptune synths behind the guitars and drums that, as the track goes on, only intensify more and more until midway through the song, we transition into a glitchy synth breakdown. Now, depending on who you are, you'll either love the sound of this album or you'll find it to be an annoying abomination. There is no gray area here. Personally, I love this sound so much that I proudly stamped it with a perfect 100 on AOTY. But if you're sailing in the opposite direction, the next track, Rainbow at 2 AM, you will definitely hate. This is the album's most chiptune song. Bright 8-bit synths accompanied by electric guitars, driving drums, and heavily auto-tuned vocals that take on an almost Vocaloid-like quality. Rainbow at 2 AM is definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album. It's just such a burst of pixelated energy with a lot of great moments, the biggest one being the bridge that builds up to the third chorus. And this is a recurring thing on the album. Achime really knows how to create exciting bridges that leave you, God, I hate this expression, on the edge of your seat. For example, on the track Subway No. 2, its 1-minute bridge is the definition of a musical orgasm. As I said and showed before, Overcome features a lot of genre experimentation, one of them being jazz. The question is though, where does that fit in this album? Well, on the 6th-track, Wi-Fi, which for the most part is a pretty mellow track accompanied by a gentle strumming guitar, ambient synths, some heavy bass, and the occasional industrial sound effect, overall it doesn't really give off any jazz vibes until the 2-minute and 4-second mark, when out of nowhere, the silence is shattered by the entrance of sweet jazz percussion, completely transforming the vibe of the song. Now let me give you a challenge. Name me one band that can pull that off. Because I can't. Achime possesses such a unique aura and sound that only they have the finesse and expertise to pull off. And it's such a shame that they don't make much music anymore, and they aren't being shown the amount of praise they should be getting. Tracks like Pathetic Sight, Rainbow at 2 AM, Peepin' Tom, and Spotlight showcase the sheer brilliance of this band. And this is one of the reasons why I started this channel in the first place, to talk about music that I love and also give attention to that music, with a lot of it being quite unknown and underappreciated. Either way, that's about it for today. If you've made it this far and you like what you've heard, please go check out the album for yourself. As I've said 1,000 times now, these guys are super talented, their music is amazing, and they deserve a lot more attention. Also, sorry for not posting for 3 months. Blame it on the chaotic dance of life. I've been busy with school, being sick, demotivation, and just life stuff in general. Hopefully I can get back to uploading more videos consistently in the future, but for now, I really don't know. Also, a big thank you for all the support on my last proper video, the most beautiful dream pop album you've never heard. It's currently standing at 254 views and 41 likes. I know 41 likes doesn't sound like a lot, but put 41 people in a room and that's a massive crowd to me. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much. Also, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with anyone who might enjoy what I make here. Peace out.